Hey friends, it's Dr. Viteri, and I want to talk to you just for a few moments about a very important health topic that goes somewhat undetected and sometimes even unnoticed, and that's called scoliosis of the spine. What it is a curvature in the spine. I'm going to show you on this model here, okay? It's a curvature in the spine that's usually side to side in the thoracic spine or the mid part of the spine, and sometimes you find it even in the lower part of the spine. But the important part is that it's not really detected until it's too late, and that becomes a problem. Most of the time, the scoliosis starts occurring in small children even as early as the age of 5. And that means that children should be checked at that age, and sometimes even sooner. The problem is that most pediatricians and a lot of times the school nurse are unable to detect it because you do not see it physically from the outside. Sometimes the shoulders are higher on one side than the other. Sometimes the hip is a little higher. Sometimes the shoulder blade sticks out more on one side. But quite too often, it goes undetected. And by the time somebody comes into my office, they're in their 20s or 30s, it becomes a huge problem. Not only cosmetically, but a huge problem because health-wise, it's causing an extra amount of compression on the organs and glands of the body and creating a very unstable misalignment or misalignment patterns of your spine called subluxations. So what I want to show you is a couple of photos I have here. One photo is a picture of what it looks like inside a person with a diagram, and you can look at it right over here. And then we also have just the different types of scoliosis because, like I said, it could be in the middle part of your back, it could be in the lower part of the back, it could be both in the lower part and the middle part of the back. And a lot of times, those scoliosis are in the spine that you don't even detect. Next, we're going to look at over here is an X-ray. And the X-ray is going to look a lot more dramatic from the inside, looking at the X-ray, than it does on the outside of the patient. And that's why it's very concerning, because quite too often I see patients come in and they have a health problem in their lower spine or the mid-spine, and we take a look at it, and lo and behold, we have a gigantic scoliosis in their spine that's been going on for years and years, that has been adapting over time due to gravity, due to people being just pain conscious, meaning that they only do something when they're in pain. In all due reality, we need to check the spine regularly for subluxations to make sure that we're able to detect them early and correct them, okay? So what we're doing in a very short period of time, in the beginning of February, depending on when you're watching this, it'll be the last day of January through the first week of February, that week in the office. Every one of my patients, and even those who are listening via whatever media you're listening to this, you can bring the kids into my office anytime during our hours. The information will be below this video, and you can have your kids checked for scoliosis. Again, as early as 5 years old. We don't even want to wait till they're 10 or 12 or 13 years old. By that time, sometimes the curvature has been embedded and becomes very, very difficult to correct, okay? Then again, this is Dr. Viteri. I'm here to help you. Follow the links below, and hopefully we'll see you during that week in the beginning of February. God bless.